Pull? Well, here's a better question. Do you want someone who would step on you? If yes, then 1, you're weird. This is a judgment-free zone, but you're weird. And then 2, just pull. What's stopping you? Video over. I'll see you. Okay, so Yae Miko and Child banners are back with the new 4-star Layla. Since we don't know much about Layla, I can't tell you if she's good or not, but I can tell you about Hazo and Toma. Both are fun units, very fun units. They're not bad. They can perform well in their respective roles. Hazo with taser stuff, pretty much, in my opinion, more fun Sucrose. Not as good, but more fun because he punches people, which is really cool. Toma, it's good in Burgeon teams. Yeah, get a shield, which is nice. Layla, from what we've seen, is a cryo shielder. Don't know much else. Okay, Yae Miko. All seriousness, she got better. A lot better with Dendro. Before Dendro, her EM stat scaling was pretty underwhelming, right? Because EM was pretty much only good for Electro Charge back then. And Electro Charge is not too great of a reaction. It's good, but, you know, not as good as what we have now, which is Quicken and Aggravate. And so she has got to much better over time. I wouldn't say she's a must pull. No character is a must pull. If you like her, she's a very solid unit. She can be played in a lot of Dendro teams, like I said before. Quicken, she can be played in Hyper Bloom, and since she scales off EM as well, you also deal more damage when you build EM. So it's a kind of win-win, right? Now, some might be thinking, alright, well, Fischl exists. Fischl is also good. We have Kuki, who also does well in Hyper Bloom. Yeah, you're right, but you can also run both of them together. So just do that. Alright, Child is here once again. Even though it's been over a year since his last rerun, it feels like he's just come back to haunt your dreams, almost as bad as Chi-Chi. Do you really want to pull for Child, the weakest out of the Harbingers? You want to pull for a weakling, a defeated person? Do you want to pull for a terrorist? If yes, well, I'll say to you, he's good, particularly in one team, and we all know what that team is. Besides that, Ayato is arguably a better pull, just objectively. Ayato is more versatile in his teams. Child has great hydro application. I'll boil it down to this. If you like Child a lot, pull for him, as always. If you care about meta and you like playing with Xiangling, Child is a great character for you. If you don't like playing with Xiangling, don't pull for him. It won't be worth your primos. Child definitely has other teams he can play him in, but his most notable one is Xiangling. For the weapon banner, as always, never pull for the weapon banner unless you really like the character and you want their weapon. But let's see the banner's overall value. So there's Fav Sword, which is great. Stringless, which is great. Fav Codex, which is also great. Dragon's Bane, which is great with EM Raiden. Xiangling can also use it. Yeah. And we also have the best weapon in the game, the Bell, which makes this banner very worth pulling on. In all seriousness, this weapon banner is actually really good. If you don't have Stringless or any of the weapons besides Bell for the 4 stars, this is a great banner for you to pull on. Kagura's Verity and Polar Star are also great weapons. Kagura's Verity, best on Yae Miko, can even be best on Nahida if you have Nahida. Pretty much any Catalyst character can use this weapon, and it'll still be good. Or I guess, any Catalyst character that wants crit. For Polar Star as a crit rate substat, which is great. A lot of characters can use this bow too. Both these weapons have crit substats, which already makes them good. So overall, this weapon banner is pretty good value if you decide to pull, which I don't recommend because you'll get the 4-star weapons eventually just out of your regular pulls for characters in standard banner, so no need to rush. But yeah, that's pretty much it overall. Both character and weapon banners, not too bad. There's a new character. We don't know how good she is, but Yae Miko, good. Child, good. You can't go wrong with pulling for them if you don't have them. I don't recommend going for constellations. Never do, unless you really like the character. But yeah, with Dendro, Yae Miko got a huge buff. Child, still Child, great hydro applicator. That's pretty much it, and I'll see you later.